Hi, I am Equestria Guy. Or am I? Okay, that was a stupid reference, I know. But seriously though, who is Equestria Guy? Well, I was just lying on my bed the other night and like any other completely normal person, was listening to the soundtrack from a documentary series. And then it occurred to me, I never ever talked about myself on this channel, or anywhere else for that matter. So why wouldn't I talk about myself, I thought. Initially I just wanted to make a podcast. But honestly, I always get strangely embarrassed when I speak without any script. It feels like talking in front of the class. Not just any class, but the one full of very annoying and spiteful classmates. So I decided to just make a normal scripted video. This one. My real name is a secret. Yeah, I would love to keep it to myself. You probably already realized that English isn't my first language. I only started speaking English at the age of 15 and I am still not absolutely fluent, as you can see. Or should I say, as you can hear. My accent is quite terrible, yes, I acknowledge that. I have always been ashamed of my voice too, so every time I listen to what I recorded, it makes me feel really awkward. I am on autistic spectrum. I have certain problems with communicating with other people. I always preferred reading books or watching stuff to, going out and spending time with other people. I also enjoy listening to music. I am addicted to music, to be honest. I listen to music approximately 3 to 4 hours every day when I go to classes, cycle, or work out. Music is just a great way to make my imagination work properly. I enjoy writing stories. When I listen to music, ideas always come to my mind. I started listening to music in high school. I used to enjoy nu metal, alternative rock, and pop punk primarily from the late 1990s and 2000s. My favorite bands included Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, and The Offspring. But that was in high school a few years ago. Now I always listen to different kinds of music. The genres I listen to regularly include metal, mostly heavy metal, thrash, death, and occasional prog metal. I love prog rock, punk rock, grunge, and I love listening to soundtracks from movies, shows, or video games. I enjoy some pop music occasionally. Taylor Swift, Beyoncé, OneRepublic are among my favorite pop artists and bands. My favorite bands include Nirvana, Pink Floyd, Metallica, Jethro Tull. I love me some Led Zeppelin, Beatles, Iron Maiden, Bad Religion, Pearl Jam, Anthrax, Judas Priest, The Doors, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and many others. I recently discovered a prog metal band called Elder. They released some pretty darn good stuff. I myself play guitar, both acoustic and electric, harmonica and synthesizer as well. By the way, the music you are hearing now, I wrote it myself. I was trying to start a band a couple of years ago, but did not succeed. Nobody wanted to be in a band with me, so I halted the band creating process for an indefinite amount of time, but I am far from giving up. I primarily listen to music in the English language, and the worst thing is that I often can't understand lyrics. It seems almost impossible, so a lot of good poetry simply eludes me, unfortunately. I write stories from time to time and even wrote 3 books. My favorite genres are science fiction, fantasy, and cosmic horror. I love cosmic horror. The second book, which I wrote and called The Dark Tales, is a collection of cosmic horror tales. I also write political stuff. I am a political activist. I volunteer for several organizations, including a feminist and LGBTQ organization. I took a political compass test according to which I am a left libertarian. Yeah, that sounds about right, even though this test is highly flawed and not very reliable. My love of cosmic horror comes not just from H.P. Lovecraft's influence, but also from my love of astronomy. But besides astronomy, I am very into history, physics, and paleontology as well. Always fascinated me immensely. I have wanted to study astronomy since childhood, but somehow ended up studying information technology, which is not that bad, but could be better if only my school wasn't that crappy, pardon my language. I recently started another YouTube channel called To The Stars, dedicated to science, so if you are interested, please give it a try. I write music from time to time. I like shooting different stuff on my camera as well, and I even shot a short abstract horror film called Empty Spaces. My favorite YouTube channels include Real Life Lore, Captain Midnight, Polyphonic, Thomas Flight, and Vsauce. Yes, the horrible beginning of this video was a reference to Vsauce. I like using YouTube as a tool to learn different stuff. It's free and it's rather convenient. I love popular culture as well, movies, shows, and animation. My favorite movies include The Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Green Mile, Zootopia, Joker, but recently I have been much more into animation. My favorite animated show is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I do think it is a truly phenomenal show. I started watching in July 2016. July 20 used to be more precise. It was a pretty hot July day in the northern hemisphere. I have watched the first 6 seasons 4 times since then. The last season I watched it 3 times, when it first premiered in 2019 and then rewatched it twice. I have a tradition of rewatching the entire Friendship is Magic in the even years. Those marathons usually start in July and take up to several months, and I don't even get tired of watching. Likewise, I rewatch Equestria Girls in the odd years. Speaking of G5, I think A New Generation movie is fantastic. Always makes me feel so emotional. I wish they finally released an official score album, it's just that good in my opinion. Make Your Mark is a directionless mess, unfortunately. Tell Your Tale. I haven't seen a single episode in several weeks, even though new ones pop up almost every week. I am really not interested. The show is just a slightly upgraded version of Pony Life made for toddlers. I really can't watch it. Other animated shows I enjoy are The Owl House, Amphibia, She-Ra, the reboot, Arcane, Invincible, and many more. I love representation in modern American animation. I used to watch anime frequently, but I kinda lost interest for the most part, so I only occasionally watch something that sounds interesting enough and is devoid of fan service, which I honestly can't stand. Real Life is a show that I watched recently and I was surprised how good it was. I even made a video about the show. As for the video games, The Last of Us is my favorite duology of all time, and the second game is just phenomenal. I love everything about the second game. This is everything I can comfortably say about myself. I didn't get personal because I would like to keep more personal stuff anonymous, just like most of us I believe. I'm just another voice in line trying to be heard. Thanks for watching this video. If you have subscribed before or if you found this video through YouTube recommendation, thank you. If you check my channel and my other videos, I'll be very grateful. As usual, I am Equestria Guy. See you again.